Fortunately, throughout this podcast, you've been cutting me off. You've been trying to overtalk me, and I let it slide because I have respect for you. All right,
Damn.
but I'm trying to tell you that you are coming off a little bit masculine. Okay.
Everybody is a balance of masculine and feminine. This podcast has been putting me on the defensive.
One thing I don't want you to get caught up in is that you're on the same value or the same level as those 4%ers, as we saw. And the major difference is going to be the fact that these men aren't on a biological clock the same way you are on a biological clock. All right. So these men can date well into their 50s and still be willing to date that 25-year-old who's willing to start a family, where you, on the other hand, you'll be later on in your life and you just won't have those same opportunities.
Yeah, but we're not talking about me when I'm 50. We're talking about me right now. I don't know why I keep going to the future because we're talking about me now and within the next couple years. I'm 33. I'm
Because
not
you're
43.
because
I'm not 50.
because you're estimating your value as a 4%er because you can get 4%ers right now.
Right, because we're talking about me right now, not me when I'm 50.
Right, but you're overestimating your value. That's the thing.
What is the of my value in general as a woman?
In terms of looks,
If no, I'm just saying like in general. You're just saying like, oh, this man,
oh,
this
so
40 man
if
is
you go on
valuable
that
and you're not on
scale,
his level. Is it because you're
right?
saying like my value is only my the beauty? Is my value only the children that I could bear? Like what
Your
determines my value for you to say that I'm not on that level? Because for
your
him,
main
because for
value is
him it's
definitely
more
going to
wait,
be
wait, wait. Let me finish my question. Because when
all
those
right.
4% of men, there was a variety of factors that went into that. It wasn't just how much money he made. It was a variety of factors. And so what are the variety of factors that determine whether I'm on his level or not of those 4% of men?
You should know this, but I'm glad you asked. Um, if you don't know, it's going to be your beauty.
Okay.
It's going to be your age. Your unfortunately, it's going to be your biological clock. How close you are
No,
to
no,
that
no.
30,
So what do you
35.
mean by age? Does it mean my ability
Your
to bear
age is
children?
your age is gonna, yes, your capability to have children is
Okay,
gonna
so I can still
impact
have
your.
children. Okay, so I can still have children. I'm very healthy and fit. So I can still have children. So what
Right now,
else? What else
yes,
is
you
my
can
value?
still have
Beauty,
children,
my ability to bear children. What else?
and then your femininity.
And my femininity.
Yeah, and throughout, unfortunately, throughout the podcast, you've been cutting me off. Right, you've been trying to overtalk me, and I let it slide because I have respect for you. All right,
Damn.
but I'm trying to tell you that you are coming off a little bit masculine. Okay, and that's the opposite of feminine.
So do you realize? And I see this a lot on social media, and I tend to agree with it. So in order for a woman to be soft and feminine, she
There we
has to
go.
feel safe. She has to feel safe. This podcast has been putting me on the defensive. So that's going to bring out everybody. If you don't know, there's yin and yang. Everybody is a mix of masculine and feminine. Even as a masculine man, you are not 100% a masculine man. You have a feminine essence. It's the only way that you're going to have any kind of interpersonal relationships. Everybody is a balance of masculine and feminine. And so when a man feels safe, just like when a woman feels safe, when a man feels safe with his woman, that's the time that he can be soft. That's the side, that's when he can cry. That's the side when he can be vulnerable. That is when he can let out his feminine side when he feels safe, right? The same thing for a woman. The woman will be soft and feminine and vulnerable when she feels safe. But on the flip side, when she is on the defensive, when she doesn't feel safe, she's not going to relax in her feminine. So there you
Okay,
go.
let's go around the panel with that real quick. Ladies, how many of you think that a man needs to bring out the feminine side to his woman?
That wasn't my point though. That wasn't my
Well,
point.
I know. I just want
Because
to go
because
around the
because
panel
I
with
don't
that.
believe that. Okay, well, I'll be the first to answer that. I
You
don't
do
believe
believe
it's a
that.
man's job. No, 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 no. I don't believe it's the man's job to bring out the feminine. I feel like a woman is a naturally in her feminine essence. I feel like a man can bring out the masculine in her, just like a woman can bring out the feminine in a man. If we were on a romantic date, I
Wait,
can
what?
guarantee you that I wouldn't have this essence because I would be
So
going into it in
why do
my
you have the
feminine
masculine
essence.
essence now?
Because I've already
If you were
asked and
feminine, you would
answered.
just be feminine.
I started off feminine, but then we start jumping into then you start, then I got on the defensive. And
So
that is
what would a
the
feminine woman do if she didn't like if a true feminine woman who didn't like what I was saying, she would just be quiet. She wouldn't be combative.
well, this is the podcast, and so we're supposed to talk. So if we're gonna make for an entertaining, if we're
I'm
gonna,
just
because the
saying
whole
though. I'm
point,
just saying.
and I'm giving you a rebuttal. If this was not a podcast, this whole experience right now was not about conversation and entertainment and talking. If I was in the real world, then I wouldn't even entertain this conversation with you. I would very much excuse myself from the conversation, but I agreed to do this podcast, which is conversation and entertainment. And so that is the dynamic I'm bringing here. I don't think that you would like me as a guest. Maybe you would like me as a guest if I just shut up and didn't say anything, but I just don't feel like that makes for good entertainment. So that's it.